Hola, hola, bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. Happy Independence Day, happy birthday, USA. 250, huh? Still a spring chicken in terms of countries' ages, but so happy to be here. So happy to be here with you. The weather in southern Wisconsin has been stormy and iffy, and God willing, we shall barbecue out on the grill in a little bit here. But I decided last minute to go ahead and do a live stream today in celebration of the USA 250. And I did something insane. I slashed my prices for 1 hour readings like a lot. And I'm like, uh-oh. But I said in the advertising or, in my as I was telling people and stuff, I said, well, you can book until 11 p.m. on Monday night at this price. So, oof, here we go. Thank you to those of you who have taken advantage of this fabulous pricing and celebration. It's something that I can give, and it's a good chance to book your private session because here today, we're doing card pulls for just $4. Really reasonable with the Splendor Solis Tarot because this here comes the sun. Do 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 do. This is the solar return for the United States of America. And we want to celebrate, and this deck is something to learn about. It has a lot of symbolism in it, just like the founding fathers and mothers of our country were very hip to the symbolism of the times, right? Hi. Oh, okay, Aura Jetter, thank you for letting me know. I'll thank you. How wonderful. Okay. So the card pulls also extend to anybody who has taken advantage of that sale pricing for my hour readings. So a few of you have done so. I see a couple of names here in the chat. If you would like if you've do you ask a question? What I will do is I'll blah, blah, blah here for a minute and explain everything. What I ask for you guys to do, anybody who's getting their cards pulled today for Independence Day celebration, what I usually ask clients and people playing cards with me to do, thank you for being here. By the way, you must be new. It's nice to meet you, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. What I would ask you to do is you sit with your question or you sit with your focus. And what I recommend is just because it's one card and it's for fun, just focus on one thing if you can, as much as you can. Other stuff will come around too. Obviously, we're human beings. We all have monkey minds and all kinds of energy, but as insofar as much as you can sit and focus with your question, your topic, your feeling, okay? And you keep that with you. All I do is read the cards. And then what we're hoping for is a synergy or a synchronicity between what you're drawing in, the way that you're fine-tuning your free will and intuition, and the way that I read the card. And hopefully the image or the description of the card will spark something within your own intuition to be fun and playful and give you a chance to flex that intuitive muscle. So, if that makes sense. Thank you, Sharon. Hi, happy 4th, Ricky. Hi, Deb Wolf. Hi, Steph. Okay, Aura, does that make sense? Did that make sense what I explained to everybody that when we pull cards together, actually I don't ask what your question is. That's kind of private for some people. For some people, when they're in a private session with me, they do start to talk about what's going on in their lives and stuff, and that's cool. And I mean, of course, if you want to share in the comments, hi Josie. It's not a big deal or anything like that. If you want to share with each other, like that's up to you, but it's absolutely not necessary for our process. And in fact, it helps me a little bit just not to know at first because then I know I'm just reading the card true and I'm not trying to tell you what you want to hear or something like that. Um, I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyhow, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Um, I'm going to put in order of appearance here in the donation. I'm just gonna say, well, I don't know if everybody wants their names up on this public chat though, too. So if anybody is in the chat, if anybody here on this live stream has taken advantage of the reading sale, $25 for 1 hour reading, um, and if you would like your 4th of July card pulled from the Splendor Solis, please leave a sun emoji in the chat, and then I will know to pull a card for you. I know for sure to pull a card for Aura, who is here. I see that they have donated for a card from the Splendor Solis Tarot. If anybody else would like to, you can click here. Where is here? Here is here. Here is here. This is the donation link for $4 suggested donation. Of course, you're always welcome to donate more. I love money. Well, I don't love money, but yeah, I do. Card for the 4th. And it'll be a good reading too, because this Splendor Solis, like I'm learning this deck together with you. I'm very familiar with the 78 card Rider Waite tarot deck, which if you want to, below there's lots of playlists on my YouTube channel, and one of the playlists is Learn Rider Waite, so you can get short descriptions of the tarot cards the way that I read them. This deck has a lot more symbolism and a lot more to it. So as we read these descriptions, Dead Wolf, you remember last live stream when I pulled the card for you, Ricky too, gosh, we were pulling some fire cards out of this deck, and it was so fun to learn with you, and it was so fun to see the cards that you guys pulled. So that's if you want to donate to have your card pulled today. And then this is if you would like to take advantage of this insane pricing structure that I don't know what came over me. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning and I was dreaming, I guess, last night. I don't really want to talk about the dreams, but it wasn't anything bad, but it's just like whatever. I don't always want to talk about my dreams in public. But I was like, you know what? I should do a little bit of a tarot party. I knew it was going to be rainy here. And yeah, I knew it was just going to be rain. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Heather. And here is where we have $25 1 hour sessions. Crazy. But yeah, I said, let me just do this sale. Let's celebrate America and celebrate our intuition together and just get together and have good vibes together, you know? And thank you for taking like a little time out of your day to like spend some time here with all of us. And did I say hi, Josie? Hi, Josie. Hi, Heather. Hi, Sharon. I think I said hi to everybody. Dead Wolf, if you're still here. Yeah, so thank you so much. So we're gonna start here with Aura. You guys could hear the fireworks probably going off in the background. Okay. Oh, cool. So anybody who has donated $4 for a card, I will pull this card for you. Anybody who has taken advantage of the hour-long reading, if you would like your card read, please put the sunshine emoji. Okay, so I see a sunshine from Sharon. I was literally just touching the screen as if it were like an iPad. I was like touching the like I was going like this to this laptop. That was funny. Okay, so it's gonna be Aura, Sharon. Hi, Ricky. Aura, Sharon, Dead Wolf, I think I got. Okay, so it'll be Aura, Sharon, Josie so far. Okay? Aura, Sharon, Josie. And then we'll see what else comes through on the links. I'll just keep refreshing it as we go along, okay? So let's start to get in vibe for our new friend here, Aura. Welcome, welcome, bienvenidos. And thank you so much for taking advantage of this pricing structure for the readings. I don't know. I'm insane. I'm literally insane. Like but hey, we're all here because we're not all there, right? Oh, stream already started. I would like to say thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. You can find all the pertinent information at esperanzabense.com. And Aura, I haven't seen your name here before, so I'd like to let you know that, and everybody who's tuning into the replay and who hasn't been here before, that I upload what I call Quick Hits Tarot every day, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. We gather here and talk about it in the comments. I pull tarot cards and I talk about the astrology of the day. I put the astrology chart up and we look at the astrology for the day. And I also do, oh, first time here? Yay, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for coming by. I do new moon and full moon live streams, oftentimes with my buddy, my partner in astrology, Raffi Dahl from Night's Light Astrology. And sometimes other special guests. We had Whitest Wizard Merlin on here the last full moon in Sagittarius. So we just had a full moon in Capricorn on the 29th. And thank you, Sharon. You are the best too. And Aura, I'm getting into your vibe now. If you want to focus in on your question, and when the card comes, I will read it for you. I usually take a jumper. Sometimes. This is yours. Ooh, Moon of Starry Water, Alchemy of the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a great card of wish fulfillment. It's a card of being in your good feelings, and because you're in your good feelings, they can multiply. Nine is a multiplying number in numerology. Nine is a card of being able to reinvest in yourself and having a little bit extra to reinvest in your community. Nines are cards that nine's a number that's a little bit solitary. It's a lesser reverberation of the Hermit card, and the Hermit is a solitary card. Nine of Cups, you see a singular in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, which, like I said, you can check those playlists if you want to know what it looks like in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. The Nine of Cups shows a solitary figure sitting on a bench who's very pretty pleased with themselves. So let's see what the booklet says, Aura, for this in the Splendor Solis Tarot we're going to learn. Alchemy. Moon of Starry Water. I bring starry water of the moon temple, inner alchemy of the Nine of Cups. I come that wishes be fulfilled, giving pleasure and complete success. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from water's treasure house, the ninth water. We create the silvery moon experiences, which are the living foundation of Mithralia's spacious deeps. Here's the very matter of magic, power to enliven images into starry symbols, redolent with that vital meaning which ensures a happy, fulfilled life. Like mythic Atlas or the fabulous man in the moon, beautiful, strong, naked, my treasure house upholds the world. Within this symbol substance abides Archangel Gabriel, strength of the divine, whose messages bring the tidings of great joy. Dear alchemist, seek communion with Gabrielle. She will fill your cup and reveal the secrets of the mountains of the moon. My alchemy of the ninth water gathers into the vessel all poor impulsive choice of corrupt images, all superficiality and conceit. Our arts dissolve and transform these with tincture of violet. Problems of material happiness are reformed into measured and reflective choices of finest quality. Kindly self-discipline inspired by the higher mind engenders true knowledge of what to wish for and how to enjoy it to the full. Well, look at you. May your wishes come true, Aura. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll be sure to put after this video live stream processes or however they do it on YouTube, I'll be sure to put the timestamps down below, okay? So you can come back and see where what your card was for the 4th of July. There you go. Oh, good. Well, you know, may your hard work be rewarded. Many blessings to you, new amigo, amiga, amigax. Okay. Oh, my telephone is dinging and ringing. I don't know if this is somebody that wants a. Oh, just somebody saying happy 4th. Thank you. That was actually Chef Carl. He's awesome. You should check my other YouTube channel too. That is under this is my other YouTube channel right here. And Chef Carl is a dear friend of ours, a dear friend of the channel. Oh, you're welcome, Aura. Thank you for being here. This is my other YouTube channel. If you're interested, I make music there, and on that channel, I did a duet with Chef Carl, in spite of ourselves. It was really a lot of fun at open mic. So what do we say? We said it. The order was Aura, Sharon, Josie so far. Aura, Sharon, Josie, and Heather. So thank you. Oh, Tina. Okay. Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure I got everybody. So it was Aura, then Sharon, then Josie, then Tina. Sharon, Josie, Tina, and Heather. Oh, thank you, Sharon. You know, my friend Mary, the Grateful Gardener, she made this flower crown. She made a bunch of flower crowns. She's at a festival this weekend. There's this awesome music festival going on. If you're in the area in southern Wisconsin, come to this music festival. It's called Wave That Flag. I might be stopping by over there. If the weather decides to cooperate, I might stop by over there and boogie. But yes, the Grateful Gardener will have a booth there, and I believe she'll have some of these available. Of course, I got the private plug because I help her with farm chores. So I get first dibs on all the pretty things. Oh yeah, but did you see too? I also have a Six of Wands tarot card t-shirt on. Six of Wands characters also wearing a wreath on their head. So fun, huh? I think I got everybody's names there that's next. Please alert. Yes, this is from the hat. Yeah, you can put these wreaths on your garden hat or on your head. They're adjustable. I mean, she did a really nice job with these. She just started making these recently, but she's a very artistic person. She's amazing. She usually mounts rare bugs and frames them. I have I have one. She actually mounted a bumblebee for me, a bumblebee that kept visiting my yard and then it died and she mounted it for me and but anyhow, yeah, let me get to your cards. Uh, Sharon is next. I'm gonna give this deck a little bit of a cleanse here. And tell the deck who it's working for. Hey, Dead Wolf. How are you doing today? This is Sharon's deck. I'm really gonna try to shuffle these really good. So Sharon, if you want to focus in on your topic. These cards are so thick and sticky. Oh, I'm going with these because, like, a lot happened. All right, Sharon. Just want to make sure I didn't drop anything. You have the alchemy of the Two of Cups and the alchemy of the Four of Cups, Zodiac of Starry Water, and Jupiter of Starry Water. Two of Cups and Four of Cups. Two of Cups is like when we're having emotional reciprocation, where when we're reaching out, somebody else is reaching back, where when we have enough in our cup to sustain ourselves, but we have enough space left in the cup that if somebody else wants to pour a little something fun in there, then we have a little room for cream, for sugar, for cream, for, you know, whiskey, whatever we're putting in our cup. And we have enough to share with the other person too. The Four of Cups is us feeling though that like we might sit this one out. We might not be feeling quite. Three of Cups, between the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups is the Three of Cups, which is the card of celebration. That's the card of going out and lifting a cup in a big group. Two of Cups is like me and you hanging out, like one on one. That's a Libra situation. But Three of Cups is more of a Gemini situation, more of an 11th house situation, more of a Uranian situation where there's like more bigger groups of people. And the Four of Cups is like where we kind of are leaving the Three of Cups for today and just kind of doing the solo thing for right now and just sort of sitting in our own energy. So let's see what the book says about these. Sometimes we get a bonus card if they jump. So if they jump, all of you who've been here before know that I take jumpers. So if they jump. So the alchemy of the Two of Cups, Sharon. I bring starry water of the zodiac temple, inner alchemy of the Two of Cups. I come that you may enjoy the bliss of unity, washing your soul in the dew of the seventh heaven. Ah. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from outrushing watery wisdom, the second water. We create symbols of the eternal cycle, ever-flowing sap of the world tree to fill Mithralia's spacious deeps with life's meaning. Within this soul substance abides Archangel Raziel, mystery of deity, revealed amidst the great circle of the zodiac who embodies the solar deity names Ra and El. Dear alchemist, seek communion with Raziel. Read from the legendary book of secrets bestowed when souls leave Eden for service in the fields of earth. My alchemy of second water gathers into the vessel all promise of the longed for companion, all secret hopes. Our arts dissolve and transform these with tincture of pearl gray. Incomplete love is reformed into a fully loving life, uniting both inner and outer worlds. Know that your loneliness is your longing for your true self. No love from another will truly satisfy until you meet and join with your inner beloved. But on the way are many friends and loves to guide and help. I love this for you. Alchemy of the Four of Cups, Jupiter of Starry Water. I bring starry water of the Jupiter temple, inner alchemy of the Four of Cups. I come that current happiness may be seen in a beneficent philosophical light. As ambassador, I bring goodwill from water's loving kindness, the fourth water. We create the sovereign Jupiter experiences of Mithralia's spacious deeps. Unconditional love, child of the supernals, crosses into the abyss to take form. Here arise all symbols of the priest kings and their beneficent teachings. Orb, wand, scepter, shepherd's crook, uniting religions through mercy and divine love. Within this soul substance abides Archangel Tzekiel, divine grace, radiant with rainbow light in a cloudless sky. Dear alchemist, seek communion with Tzekiel. Come into presence of the giver of blessings. Within such glory, mighty love rules, and all beings rejoice. My alchemy of the fourth water gathers into the vessel all acquisitiveness and contention. Our arts dissolve and transform these with tincture of celestial blue. Regrets at blended pleasures are reformed into gracious acceptance of change. Place my symbols in the heart's radiant awareness like seeds of the beautiful plants. Water them with your deep feelings. Care for them with your love. In due season, let them go where they will. All desiring will soon be made light. How wonderful. I love how they describe these cards. It's so different from the way that I have always like leaned on the cards. So thank you for going on this journey with me and helping me learn, you know? I hope you're learning too, and I hope you're having fun above all. I learned through fun and play the Gemini way. Thank you, Sharon. All right, let's see if anybody else has dropped a sunshine emoji since I last checked. It was Sharon, Josie, Tina, Heather. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks again so much. Okay. So Josie's next. Josie, Tina, Heather. Josie, Tina, Heather. Did I spell your name right? Yes. Okay. Hey, Josie. Let me cleanse this deck for you. I hope that these cards make sense to you all. I know that we're just doing this for fun, but I do think that the messages are meant for who they're meant for. You know, maybe the message is resonating with me. Maybe this is just one big selfish extravaganza. Happy birthday, happy 250 United States. Like, let me see what awesome cards we can get. Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody been going to the fireworks? There were a lot of fireworks here last night, but they had to go early because there were storms as well. So I'd say that when the fireworks went off around here, you could hear the fireworks as well as you could hear the thunder. And then it started really storming. So I think they had to do the grand finale early. Like I did not go out in the rain like that. But today I think it's supposed to rain maybe like around 6 and then get nice out again. So we'll see. Like I said, if you're in the southern Wisconsin area, that's a great music festival to be at. Oh, Josie, Points of Golden Earth, Alchemy of the Ace of Pentacles. I love this. Did you get this last time? Somebody got this during the full moon in Capricorn, I want to say. I can't remember who it was, but I thought somebody got this card for our full moon in Capricorn. I didn't know if it was you, Josie, but this is jumping. Alchemy of the Ace of Pentacles, Point of Golden Earth. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous is this with the deer, the gentle deer? That is you, Josie. That reminds me of Saint Francis of Assisi, gentle with the animals. Your Dr. Doolittle self, Josie. Oh, by the way, a lot of people here in the comments, if you haven't been here before or if you haven't like met each other before, a lot of you have channels. I know a lot of you already know and are subscribed we're all cross pollinating each other's art and it makes me so happy. But Josie's Jazzy Junk is a wonderful YouTube channel and in fact, your windsock, your American windsock is so beautiful, and people can click on that and learn how to do it for next year. This is your favorite? This is the one. Oh gosh, that's that. Well, the Ace of Pentacles showed up for you again. Look at that. Alchemy of the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, sometimes when cards speak, they seek you out. They'll like talk to you again. That's fun. Well, for me, the way I read the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new seed, you know, it's a divine spark of inspiration that we get, you know, either in dream time or maybe it's just a surprise blessing that we receive. Usually it's a blessing that we receive in the ethers. Although with the pentacles, it very well could be made manifest. This is someone just giving us a little bit of a boost, you know, in our real life. So that could be a monetary boost. That could be an idea for an investment, an idea in how to invest in ourselves, an idea in how to invest in others. Let's see what the book has to say for you, Josie. Points of Golden Earth, Alchemy of the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this is so fun. I bring the point of golden earth, inner alchemy of the Ace of Pentacles. I come as a fulfillment and a new beginning. Bright spirit will be made material and find new expressions in your earthly life. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from divine composition of golden earth's great praise, the first earth. At Earth's crown, first establishment of all Mithralia's lovely landscapes, subtle substance overlaps with the world of manifest splendors. Here, the first swirlings that are the starry Milky Way correspond with subtle centers at the crown of your head. The peoples of light and stars in this garden of cosmos are virgin spirits, they who have chosen, whose flame is yet to unfold. Dear alchemists, seek communion with your true self. Discover that you and all present day humanity are those very spirits clothed in time's four elements. My alchemy of the first earth gathers into the vessel the most profound potentials for establishing what matters in your physical life. Our arts dissolve and transform these with the tincture of white flecked gold. The root of the powers of earth is reformed and multiplied, making tangible what was once only dreamed. Your material tree will unite life and knowledge, bringing forth fruits unnumbered. Gosh, God bless America, and God bless you and me too. and all of us. God bless America. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here on Earth, and I love it here in the United States, and I love my peoples, and I love my land. I love my land, and I love my peoples, you know? Those who are dreaming themselves to be in charge, let's put it that way. They don't have much to do with how I feel about my land and my peoples. I love my land and I love my peoples. And I'm also a very Wisconsin nationalist, Wisconsin person too. So, Josie, I'd like to repeat the root of the powers of earth is reformed and multiplied, making tangible what was once only dreamed. So keep hold of those dreams, Josie. Your material tree will unite life and knowledge, bringing forth fruits unnumbered. God bless you, and may this happen for you, dear Josie. I will reshuffle this back in and cleanse this deck. I believe Tina was next. Yes, you are the fireworks, Ted Wolf. You are. We know that. Let's see. Um, please put a sun emoji if I miss you so far. Or if you're just coming in, I asked anybody who donated to leave a sun emoji so that I know that you would like your card pulled. I believe it is Tina next. Tina. It was Josie, Tina, then Heather, wasn't it? Yep, Josie, Tina, Heather. So now, hi, Tina. It's Tina and then Heather. And then please let me know if I accidentally missed you because sometimes I miss comments sometimes. I try my best, but when I do the reading, I do kind of go somewhere else. I'm like kind of zoning out somewhere else, so it's like I'm not always keeping that. Nice to meet you, Tina. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. And with everyone here. We have such a nice time here. I may have mentioned I upload Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. our quick hits tarot readings, tarot and astrology for the day. It's usually like, anywhere between 10, 15 minutes. So just kind of give us a little guidepost, a little intuitive guidepost for the day. And then twice a month, we do a live streams for the new and full moon. And today we're just doing something special because America, the United States, is 250 years old today. And I mean, that's like, it really makes me think about time. It makes me think about how many generations back, and what built where we're at today and where are we at today and what are we building for the next 250 years to come. So let me give this deck a little bit of a cleanse for you, Tina, please. This is Tina's deck. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to get into the vibe. You can get into the vibe of your question or topic. And I will read the card as I read it, and then I'll also read from the book so we can learn together. This deck has a lot more symbology than the decks that I've used for the past, how long has it been? 2004, I want to say was so 22 years or so reading tarot. And then astrology, I'd say, would be 10 years more than that. So maybe 32 years of astrology and 22 years of tarot. But the tarot that I'm used to is the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. So we're learning Splendor Solis together, Tina. Hmm. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Well, Tina, you got Saturn of Living Fire, Alchemy of the Three of Wands. I love Three of Wands energy, fire energy, putting yourself out there, leaving your comfort zone, and just either expressing yourself creatively, expressing your passions, expressing your flirtations, that all falls under fire energy. Fire energy is also our vitality, what keeps us healthy, our root chakra energy, sacral chakra energy, solar plexus energy. First three chakras that keeps us surviving, keeps us alive, and it keeps us healthy. So if you can think of areas in your life where you can put forth a little bit of fire or be a little bit daring and brave and see what's out there on the horizon, then your ships might come in the future. You know, if you invest this fire now, then your ships might return to you. They might not, you know, but when you shoot your shot, at least your shot has been shot, and you might not always hit the bullseye, but it's good to have that Sagittarian fire. It's good to aim towards higher ideals, and it's good to have a hold of what your passion and your individual creativity brings to this world and how you can put that out there. So I hope you can see that picture, the alchemy of the Three of Wands. Let's read from the book and see what the book has to say about this. Alchemy of the Three of Wands. Tina, this is for you. I bring living fire of the Saturn temple, inner alchemy of the Three of Wands. I come that hopes are realized and efforts are followed by success. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from indwelling fiery understanding, the third fire. We bring into being the Saturn sphere of Mithralia's high heavens. And Saturn is actually in fire sign Aries right now. After that conjunction between Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees of Aries on the 20th of February, 2026, for all of us for the next 256 years. Speaking of the next 256 year cycle, all of us are making these building blocks for the next era that is coming. Um, Oops, I better plug in my laptop because many a live stream I have cut short because the battery has gone out. I don't want the battery to go out before I read this message to you now. We bring into being the Saturn sphere of Mithralia's high heavens, high point of all time, the infinite and in the eternal, united in desire for life. Light the flame of divine nature that forces may be patterned into ideal forms. Within this spirit substance dwells divine maternal power. Archetype deity of many names, Sekhmet Hathor, Comforter, Shekinah, Holy Spirit, Divine Presence, and Power. Dear Alchemist, live within the threefold creative awareness. Seek communion with her. When opposites are reconciled in living radiance, both ephemeral and everlasting are transcended. Only then are her vision of sorrow and vision of pure delight equally understood. My alchemy of the third fire gathers into the vessel all distortions wrought by the limited perspective of pride and conceit. Our arts dissolve and transform these with tincture of crimson. Blacks to establish strength are reformed into timely vision and spiritual integrity. May you have timely vision and spiritual integrity, Tina. True humility is powerful evidence that you can scan a wider horizon and inhabit a larger worldview, for greatness aligns with the ever greater. So, what do the next 250 years have in store for you? Oh, all right. Your turn, Heather. And obviously, I know that it's almost time to start barbecuing with family, and I really wanted to, um, or with ourselves, or with our like imaginary friends. Who knows? Maybe we'll even barbecue right here on YouTube. Some of us do. Dead Wolf likes to barbecue. Well, you don't barbecue, you cook over an open flame, which is even more badass than barbecuing. You are the firework, Dead Wolf. You are our divine masculine firework. Um, love, love, love to you, Tina. Thank you for stopping by, and we hope to see you again here sometime soon on Esperanza Bensitero. Um, Dead Wolf, you are the bullseye. Yeah, we did do that last night. We did do that last night. I was at your live stream, and you looked like you were cooking something very yummy. But yeah, it's probably dinner time for some of us soon, and I will pull the card and put the timestamp so I understand, like, if you're not still here, then you can always come back and check for your timestamp later. Okay, so we won't skip anybody. This is for Heather. I know Heather has made some beautiful food for her gathering today. Yum yum. And actually, I'm going to pull two cards at the end here too for two other people who I see in my email, but I don't see in the comments section. You are my family too, Josie. I'm so glad to spend this time with you. That's right. We are going to spend the 500th birthday together. We better get a lot of olive oil. Rub that olive oil in when we make it to the 500, 250 more years. Ooh, I got two cards that jumped for Heather. Ooh, Heather. Ooh, Heather. Okay, girl. I got the alchemy of the lovers, and I got the alchemy of the fool. Only fools fall in love. How does this song go? Wow, Heather. Is there something we need to know here? The lovers and the fool card. Wow, the lovers is a good girl. The lovers is a great card for Gemini energy. And with this Uranus, Mars conjunction just happening at 3 degrees of Gemini, uh, we might get surprising communications from past lovers, or we might be thinking about putting ourselves out there, communicating our love, be it love within ourselves, a sacred union of our own divine masculine and feminine form. The Fool card is new starts, new fresh energy, though. So I'm wondering that even though this Mercury is retrograding, we might be wanting a fresh start with love. I want to see what the book has to say about these cards. This is awesome. Here, I'd like to show this a little closer so you can see Alchemy of the Lovers. Look at that gold. Oh, so beautiful. And in this Lovers card, we have one person on a path with the white bird uniting with themselves. I'm feeling this Gemini energy here. And this Fool card, wow. This Fool card is really new starts, fresh energy, and art. And it says accomplishment. So I think that the accomplishment is taking off on the path, like getting that new start is the accomplishment. That's interesting. Let's see what it says. Oh, are you serious? Girl, let's see what the book says. Oh, heavens to Pete. Oh my heavens. I love this. Okay, well, let's start with Alchemy of the Fool, shall we? And then we'll move on to the lovers. Oh my gosh. I am the accomplishment, inner alchemy of the fool, spirit of ether. I come that you may make a new beginning, knowing all that's needed for your own accomplishment is ready to unfold. Follow the vision and path of the fool, and all shall be well. I am artisan of the fiery, scintillating intelligence. You do have fiery, scintillating intelligence. That's so true. Ever becoming truth, bringing light to all travelers. Holding me in the mind's eye, the fool steps out with trust to weave the first way. So will you, dear alchemist. Let sparks of interest light the fire. Enter my golden garden of musical harmonies where Hopo teaches vision. I think they're trying to tell you that hope wins and subscribe to my other channel where I play music. Just kidding. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Talk with my philosophers under a wild sky. Cross my alchemical waters, then climb the steps unto radiant heraldic accomplishment. You will have begun weaving the four worlds and glimpse the animating sun behind the sun, quintessence and inspiration for the journey. My illumination is given to you as a traveler's guide and pattern, for my alchemy links the point of each world with the zodiac circle of experience. I just got Venus star point came to mind when they said that Venus star point. Woke One's Revolution Heather is a masterful astrologer, and she's also a card reader, a good intuitive. Book your session. Hit her up. Um, But Venus star point came to mind when they said that. Contemplate my eternal symbols of transformation. Enter my chapel, for it is the temple of the heart. Your true self, the beloved friend, is always already here within, welcoming you to meetings in the heart's radiant awareness. Hey, something new for you. How wonderful. Let's see what's the alchemy of the lovers. I am the Golden King, inner alchemy of the lovers, children of the voice, oracle of the mighty gods. I come that you may learn to unite and transcend difficulties in pursuit of divine love. I come that you may learn to unite and transcend difficulties in pursuit of divine love, bringing inspiration and impulse together into loving actions. I am artisan of the disposing intelligence, clothing forms with radiance of Holy Spirit through discernment and right relationships. All Saturn Sun experiences in the four worlds are woven into my alchemical path. To the inward eye of those twin souls, the lovers, I present that radiance as a bright dawn. See how in me the morning star Venus. Oh, huh. See how in me the morning star Venus accompanies the animate sun, a shining messenger helping old earthly disputes sink beneath the waves. I show that a red degree of heat disturbs all into a blackness, to be tended like night, until the king of all the earth, embodiment of divine love, is renewed in gold. Bright soul breaks through in manifold colors, and a fragrant scent surpassing all balm arises from the earth. Dear alchemists, great truths of spiritual evolution may come alive for the alchemical lovers of the many kingdoms. Mineral, vegetable, animal, human, and superhuman constantly dissolve and reform. Our high arts helping each to rebirth in finer, more radiant attire. All the love, Heather. All the love. Wow. That's that's good stuff. That's good stuff. You'll know what to do and who to do. Okay. Okay. All right. So I believe that that's everybody who had a one card pull for today. As I said at the end here, I'm going to pull two more cards. One for Laura and one for Serenity. And they can come back and check the timestamps later. So Sharon, you know me. I'm a cheeky one. Cheeky monkey. Cheeky monkey. Dead Wolf, I'm almost afraid to pull a card for you because you want to know what? Last time at our, if anybody wants to see what Dead Wolf's card is, you have to go to the Capricorn full moon live stream that we did. His card was so ridiculously on point. I almost just can't. Oh, this is Laura. Ooh. Son of Golden Earth, Laura. Alchemy of the Six of Pentacles. This is wonderful energy for reciprocity, you know, for feeling like you have enough to share, for feeling like there's enough to go around, and that sometimes you're on the receiving end and sometimes you're on the giving end, but either way, the scales are being balanced overall in real life terms of our pentacles, of our earth energy. This is a great card of giving and receiving, and this is a great card of generosity of spirit. And I know you have such a generous spirit, Laura. Laura is a very, as are a lot of people here, including you, Dead Wolf. You're a very intuitive reader. Dead Wolf pulls his own cards, actually. He pulls from a 52 card deck, I believe. Laura has written books. I don't know if she wants me blasting her, so I'm just gonna keep it, you know, chill. But unless she wants to talk about it in the comments here, she can leave a comment below. But she's written books about her spiritual experiences. She's a very generous person. She has had some really fond experiences with me at some conventions that we've been at together, and so on and so forth. So Laura, this is your card for Independence Day, the Alchemy of the Six of Pentacles. So this is a feeling of reciprocity. Like, I did, you know, these chores around the house and you do these chores outside around the house. Or I reached out in this way and someone reached back in that way. Or I felt that I had a little extra and I felt like being generous today, so I was generous, and maybe some other day, someone else is generous with me, and pay it forward kind of energy. And I love the Six of Pentacles for you because you so deserve it. You so deserve it. You are so generous with yourself and with your time and with others and with me personally. I literally have the best colleagues. You all are the best colleagues. I could not ask for better coworkers. I know so many readers who are and people who are non-readers too. You're also my colleagues. Josie, you're a YouTuber. And you too, Dead Wolf, you're a YouTuber. You guys are my colleagues too. But I have the best colleagues in the world. God bless. God bless, you know? Like, mashallah. Mashallah. Alchemy of the Six of Pentacles. This is for Laura. I bring golden earth of the sun temple, inner alchemy of the Six of Pentacles. I come that radiant beauty may be welcomed into your life, enhancing it with sure success and worthy confidence in material achievements. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from Earth's bountiful harmonies, the sixth earth. We shine soul's material expression, light of day, upon all Mithralia's lovely landscapes, displaying the radiant garment of divine presence. Rays of soul, crystallized deep in Earth's subtle cosmos, becoming gold, incorruptible giver of light and life. Physically, soul corresponds to your heart, and its temenos, the solar plexus. Its spark is at the center of every cell, organ, and subtle gate, for to each can come the dawn of enlightened consciousness. Dear alchemist, seek communion with material soul. Open the eye of the heart that perceives all harmonies. My alchemy of the sixth earth gathers into the vessel all extreme judgments of self-aggrandizement or self-belittling that diminish your well-earned truths. Our arts dissolve and transform these with the tincture of gold and amber. Success in material things is enhanced, reforming into nobility of character and just, liberating attitudes. The solar plexus generates kindly warmth, and the illuminated chapel of the heart radiates philanthropic gifts to others. That is so you. That is so you. And then I would like to do I think oh yeah, I think I already sometimes I'm confused because the email is different from the person in the chat. Like the email is different. Oh, you want to send me some knives? Oh gosh, I'm scared to pull a card for you, Dead Wolf. That just went boom. I guess that's our sign. We're gonna pull for Dead Wolf. We're pulling for knives. I could use a good knife. I'm open to that. Dead Wolf is a supporter of this channel every single day, almost every single day, and no pressure. But he always shows up in the comments and he's so supportive. I'll take your knives. Please put a sun emoji if I missed you, but I think I got everybody. I want to do one for Robin too. And we'll do Dead Wolf, we'll do yours right now since I'm saying your name all over these cards. I'm gonna cleanse between you and Laura. It's Dead Wolf stack. Yeah, it does say a lot. So, Devil, if you want to get into the zone of your question or topic. Oh, of course, you got the Ace of Swords and you got the Nine of Pentacles. That makes sense because Nine of Pentacles is tending to your own garden and Ace of Swords is hanging on to that sword of truth. Tending to your own garden and hanging on to that sword of truth. Let's see what the book says. Alchemy of the Ace of Swords. I bring the point of sparkling air, inner alchemy of the Ace of Swords. I come that a bright vision forms in your mind's eye. A new story longs to be told, and radiant messengers guide your way. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from divine composition of sparkling air's great praise, the first air. At thought's crown, first out breathing of all Mithralia's cultured cities, ideas meet the horizon and stories begin. In this story substance live the radiant divas angels, peoples of divine intelligences whose swords are messages forming sublime thoughts. First are the Cheloth Hakadosh, the living creatures, the swords of divine admirable intelligence, bringing comprehension of the first principle. Dear alchemists, see communion with their cherubic forms as winged lion, eagle, human, and bull. Those are the four thick signs of the zodiac. Awakeners know them as mystic formulae, opening all the middle pillar. And Taurus, the bull is Taurus, that's you. My alchemy of the first air gathers into the vessel the most profound potentials of storied thought. Our arts dissolve and transform these with tincture of pure white brilliance. Well, I know how you feel about white brilliance. You love being white. The root of the powers of air is reformed and multiplied, and new inspiring tales of splendor stir the branches of your thoughts tree. Virtues named attainment will come to guide you, subtle beings who inspire completion of the great work. Wow. Nine of Pentacles, moon of golden earth. Yeah, and just hit my website, hit my email page on my website, and we'll get you an address to send those knives. Moon of golden earth, alchemy of the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. This is so, this is, these cards hit. I bring the golden earth of the moon temple, inner alchemy of the Nine of Pentacles. I come that the blessings of good sleep may be yours. I guide your physical repose and bring all the world's riches to your awakenings. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from Earth's treasure house, the ninth earth. We shine the silver eye of night upon all Mithralia's lovely landscapes, displaying the material robe of life's living foundation. The moon's rays crystallize deep in Earth's subtle cosmos, becoming silver, sovereign reflector of visible light. Silver corresponds to the powers of generation in both material and subtle centers of consciousness. And this is the inward eye of true imagination, intuition, and connection. Dear alchemist, seek communion with material moon. Greet alchemy's white queen and her gracious gifts. Learn the art of sleep and dream, that day and night each bring you those gracious gifts. My alchemy of the ninth earth gathers into vessel all covetousness and theft of time, all exhaustion of resources. Our arts dissolve and transform these with the tincture of citrine flecked with azure. Material gain is multiplied, reformed into profound creative rhythm, lucidity and physical delight. Treasure your good fortune. Use it to build a true and noble vision. Steph, wonderful. Good to see you. Let's get a card for you, Steph, for your 4th of July card. Well, Dead Wolf, you didn't get the devil today, but the devil's in the details. That Ace of Swords was meant to be, and the Nine of Pentacles. May you have good restorative rest and physical vitality during the daytime. I think those are all pretty pertinent. Let me just refresh this really quick and just take a look-see poo. I want to cleanse this deck a little bit in between here. Steph, Independence Day 2026. What does the Splendor Solis have to say to you? And we'll see what we got here. Oh, interesting. These cards are so thick that sometimes I think there's two, but there's only one. Turning Birds, Alchemy of the Hanged Man. Wow, that's very Piscean energy. Speaking of dream space, speaking of subliminal space, liminal space, speaking of being in a state of suspension, speaking of like the Hanged Man is the wisdom that is hard earned through surrendering to the process. This is the wisdom that we gain when we, as they say, let go and let God. But this is also the wisdom of knowing that sometimes we can't push. We just have to receive or we just have to wait. So that's how I interpret the Hanged Man card. It's a card of inaction. It's a card of being in a state of suspension. And it's also a card to where if you push or struggle more, the situation gets tighter. So it's a card of being and relaxed and going with the flow and being in that Piscean flow and being in the flow of accepting that when we're at a point of not necessarily actively knowing, that we're always in a point of spiritual knowing, and that our processes that have led up to this point, if we just relax in the background knowledge that we have, things will eventually start to move along again. Maybe with Mercury retrograding, and we can talk about this more in the future, but maybe with Mercury retrograding, we're thinking back more. We might be more in a state of remembering rather than a state of action. So let's see what the book has to say for you, Steph, for Turning Birds. Alchemy of the Hanged Man. I don't know if birds mean anything to you right now either. That could be. Hanged Man. Turning Birds. I am the turning birds, inner alchemy of the hanged man, spirit of the mighty waters. I bring you the opportunity to turn an old way of seeing on its head, revealing new transcendent values. That's a good point. I am artisan of the stable intelligence, which has the virtue of consistency, firm ground of being eternal truths, holding secure the worlds of ephemeral change. All Mars Mercury experiences in the four worlds are woven into my alchemical path. So maybe that Mars Uranus conjunction the other day, Mercury ruling over Gemini, where all that happened, that could be pertinent to you coming up here in your astrology. I am the initiate's way, blessed by Jupiter's priestly gift of the reigning waters. The calm initiate to be contemplates my turning as a meditation. Through yogic enactment, the suspended mind raises an imaginalizing thought of the heart above the isolating rationality of the brain. A new perspective is born. By the power of my pearl white degree of heat, all darkness is expelled from the earth, and so it lights up. My three birds raise in turn the colors of the alchemical stages, making every black thing white and every white thing red. Earth is subtilized, taking on the color of a ruby. Dear alchemists, let consciousness be so raised and supported from above the eternal verities. Walk upon the firmament on high, like the Egyptian initiate of old. Wow, that's a pretty powerful hanged man. Goodness gracious, that's pretty awesome stuff. I love birds too. And I am a lovebird too. Haha. Well, I think that oh, you got chills? Good. I love that. I love those confirmations. I was gonna pull a card for Robin here. Pull a card for Robin and then we'll say our goodbyes. And thanks again for spending time with me and for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Let me cleanse this real quick. Got my trusty amethyst for cleansing purposes. Ooh, Venus of Living Fire, Alchemy of the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is definitely needing to actively create and maintain and even in some cases defend your own space or your own viewpoint or defend your place on the high ground, defend um your view on things and defend your way of being your sovereign right to believe what you believe and to hang on to what makes you feel passionate and what you're passionate about and what brings you vitality in life. Seven of Wands can be like after a Six of Wands moment when we're coming into town and everybody's cheering us on, the Six of Wands, that victory card where it's like, okay, we've had a few wins. Now in the Seven of Wands, we need to maintain that space. So if we've jumped tax brackets, now we have to work that much harder to stay there. Stuff like that. Like if you're coming up in your business, especially with that wand being creativity, that could be your paintbrush. So the more clients that you get, the more students that you have for your art classes, the more you have to work to like maintain that level, right? Let's see what the book has to say for you, Robin. Alchemy of the Seven of Wands. I bring living fire of the Venus temple, inner alchemy of the Seven of Wands. I come that courage and vision delight a new awareness of how to succeed in all circumstances. As ambassador, I bear goodwill from fire's loving victory, the seventh fire. We bring into being the bright Venus sphere of Mithralia's high heavens. From the heart's center, power descends with mercy and grace to house divine passion, zeal, and vitality. Yes. Within this spirit substance dwells the many-rayed light. Archetype deity known by many names, goddess Nike, the winged victory, peaceful ruler of hosts, golden Astarte, and Aphrodite. Dear alchemists, live within the vibrant sevenfold awareness. Seek communion with the many-rayed light. Join the exaltations of Venus-inspired mysteries, Orphic, Eleusinian, Dionysian, that the vision of beauty triumphant grows strong. Oh. My alchemy of the seventh fire gathers into the vessel all distrust, poor compromise, quarrel, and threat. Our arts dissolve and transform these with the tincture of amber. Distortions of valor are reformed into honor, influence, and joyful enthusiasms. Goddess Venus sets initiatory tasks for Psyche's soul, leading from false light to the eternal lamp of truth. Learn that practice of intensity. Let your own psyche grow to full partnership with immortal love. Hi, Janice. Oh, hi, Janice. Happy 4th, Janice. Happy 4th. You getting back to the party? Okay, girl. She was an American girl. Love you. Thank you for stopping by to give love today. Happy birthday, USA. Big 250. Love you, Janice. Always so nice to see you. Y'all who have been asking about Tom Jordan, I reached out to him to say happy 4th of July, and he said that he might be visiting the homestead soon. Oh, Janice, 7 of Pentacles jumped while you were here. That's patience with the harvest, as you know. That's for you, Janice. 7 of Pentacles. Of course, that's the farmer card. Oh, this away. That's the farmer card. That's Janice. So I'm just going to wrap it up here. I think we got everybody. Thanks again for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me and spending some time here at Esperanza Bense Tarot. I really appreciate all of the positive response to our work together. And it's always just such a joy and a pleasure to see what cards you pull for yourselves. I'm simply relaying a message, right? We're tuning in with our Neptunian tuning forks, sometimes our Uranian antennas, right? The Uranus is the weird weird vibes of people vibing together in weird and unusual ways. So thank you for accepting my weird and unusual ways and for spreading your love in however you do that where you're from. And most of us, I think, on this live stream are from the United States of America. And so I'd like to close this live stream, if it's okay with you, with a prayer for our country. And I'm just sending out love to our land and to our people, our real people, our cousins and sisters and brothers and mothers and fathers, the real founding fathers, the real true ones that believe in truth and light and hope, who believe in resurrecting what's right, who believe in proper right power, who believe in themselves, who believe in vegetables, who believe in real food, real people, real sovereignty, and real togetherness. God bless America and God bless you and me. Thank you so much for being here. All right. See you on the next one. God willing.